Okay, let me ask you something. Imagine you could plug into one of the fastest growing economies out there without the usual headaches and red tape. Sounds intriguing, right? Today, we're diving into India, which has serious momentum. We're looking at a simpler way for Australian wholesale investors to get involved.
Exactly. We're looking at how India Growth Funds, IG Funds, a wholesale fund, is opening the door to HDFC's Big Mid Cap Opportunities Fund. You can access it right here in Aussie dollars, getting that India exposure without the typical hurdles, a smarter way in.
Let's unpack that India story. We've heard the buzzwords for years, but it feels different now, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's moved beyond just emerging. Strong GDP growth, rising domestic consumption, and a huge digital wave are all happening with a stable economic backdrop. Global capital is paying attention.
So, let's talk about HDFC Mid Cap Opportunities Fund. HDFC Asset Management is massive in India, right?
Absolutely. HDFC AMC is the biggest asset manager in India, with over AUD 140 billion in assets. Their Mid-Cap Opportunities Fund has consistently been a top performer in Indian equities.
What's their strategy?
They invest at least 65% in mid-cap companies, focusing on businesses that can scale up with sustainable models and solid financials. It's a high-conviction, selective process.
And the performance figures?
Over the last 5 years, the CAGR of HDFC Mid Cap Opportunity Fund is 32.41%. Even shorter term, it's 20% over 3 years. Morningstar has given it a 4-star rating.
What are the usual hurdles for Australian investors looking to invest in India, and how does IG funds help overcome them?
Great question. Normally, investing directly in India means dealing with Indian KYC rules, loads of paperwork, SEBI regulations, needing a PAN card, and more. The IG Mid-Cap Opportunity Fund 1H simplifies everything. It bypasses Indian regulations and paperwork using a tax-optimized setup in India. It's regulated under an Australian financial services license.
And the IG fund performance?
Early days and expected to track similar return of the underlying HDFC Mid-Cap Opportunity Fund. There's a feeling of momentum. These access points to high-growth markets don't stay open or simple forever. Institutional capital is recognizing India's potential.
Why is this relevant now for Australian wholesale investors?
Efficient access to a compelling market story. If you're interested, contact India Growth Funds directly at invest@igfunds.au or visit w.igfunds.com.au.
To recap, this is a simpler path for Australian wholesale investors to benefit from HDFC's mid-cap fund performance via the IG Mid-Cap Opportunity Fund 1H, stripping out cross-border complexity. Thanks for walking us through that. Really insightful.